said the Denzel Penberthy got his cock ripped off by a combine harvester, and he got no cock at all, but his best friend worked at the zoo, and they got an elephant, 2-day-old, dropped dead. They cut the trunk off and made a cock out of the elephant's trunk. It's 14 inches long. They put a bell end on it and a Jap's eye, bit of a fucking vein down the front, a few warts, fucking things, and it was a hell of a cock. But they said, Denzel, it'd only be good for pissing through. You can't do nothing else, because it is an elephant's trunk, but it looks fucking good in a pair of Levi's. Well, he said he'd walking along one day and he saw this beautiful girl with the blonde hair and the big tits, and she took him in her house and gave him a bit of dinner, and he's looking at her tits, and the fucking elephant trunk starts to move about in the trousers. Well, he said that's not supposed to happen, and everything went from bad to worse when she brought out a plate of sticky buns. And she put them on the table, and the cock burst out the trousers and picked up a sticky bun and went back. She said, did you see that? What? What? She said, your cock just burst out the trousers and picked up a sticky bun and went back. So, well, she said, yeah, he does that occasionally. I said, well, do you think he could do it again? Well, he said, I think the cock could, but I don't think my arse could take another one of those sticky buns. My one's the best. Here's mine. There's a Welsh bloke of 89 and his wife is 88, and they go back to their honeymoon place where they went years ago. And they're walking around the next morning. Oh, he said, look at that there, well, look at that. He said, there's that bloody field. Do you remember we were shagging in that field? Do you remember? Oh, she said, I remember. I remember I climbed over that barbed wire fence and I caught my fanny in the barbed wire. Oh, she said, I remember. You were 3 steps into the field before you fucking noticed. Oh, he said, look over there. He said, there's that bloody farmer's fence I shagged you 70 years ago. Let's go and have another fucking go. I got this bit of Viagra. He's got her up against the fence. He's fucking shagging this old woman. Her tits are flying over her shoulder. Her fucking false teeth come out and spun across the floor. She said, oh, Jesus, you never shagged me like that 70 years ago. This fucking fence wasn't electrified 70 years ago.
It's giving me gold. Someone said, do you ever laugh when things are really bad? Do you do that? Yeah. I remember being in that cell, Heathrow. I sat there in that cell and fuck. I had my suit on and everything. It took me time, my shoes off and everything. But I was supposed to be in the Big Brother house, and I started giggling. And do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? Fate. A year later, I was in the Big Brother house. I remember sitting on the double bed looking at Linda Nolan thinking that fucking cell wasn't so bad. Now, what was all that about the fucking loopy bitch? And she hated my guts. You know why? Because I knew stuff. And if I was her, I'd have kept her mouth shut. Everyone wanted to know what happened in Frank Carson's dressing room, you know, didn't they? Well, we all know what happened in Frank Carson's dressing room. There was money being stolen, and Frank Carson's mate put some CCTV cameras up and caught Linda Nolan's husband stealing money from Frank's dressing room. It had been going on for a while. It wasn't the biggest crime in the world, but Linda Nolan decided to fucking make that an issue on Big Brother. If I'd have her, I'd have kept my fucking mouth right shut. And I never mentioned anything until, well, they kept on that Louise. Have you had sex with Linda? Oh. And I said, I'd rather put my bollocks in an egg slicer. So I said, asked what happened in the Big Brother, in Frank Carson's dressing room. And that's when she went ballistic and went into meltdown. And everyone saw through it, didn't they really? Yeah, I sat there that night thinking, oh fuck, this could go either way. It had driven me mad in there. I mean, the second one down the stairs was Dappy. Do you see that little Dappy? He'd come in like this, little Dappy. For those of you who didn't see it, he's a little rapper. He does that rap, you know, me, never down, never right, that, you know. Exactly. Well, he's not actually, he's a little white guy that wants to be a little black guy. He is, and he doesn't talk like it, doesn't talk like chunk. When I went to school in Charlton, all the black kids who I based this chalky on, they might talk the sit when they talk out of fucking West India, you know what I mean, and that, you know. Black guys. like that. There is a way, you know, no matter where you come from in England, if you're a black guy, you sort of talk like that, you know what I mean? It don't come from no country, it don't come from your mother or your father or anybody, you know what I mean? So it's not an accent that's a genuine accent, it's fucking put on, you know what I mean? It don't come from anywhere. They must go home all day and say to their wife, "Get a cup of tea, my fucking throat is killing me." Dappy, he would talk like that as well, Dappy, you know. And yeah, I did do a character called Chalky ages ago. Chalky was a character that was made to be loved. Chalky was made to be liked, not to take the piss out of black people or to upset the fucking leftists, and they all did. They all fucking got the up. Chalky was a character that would always win. He'd always wriggle off when the police were trying to arrest him and persecute him. He'd fucking get off. He'd be stuck in his car, broke down. As the police were trying to arrest him, he'd smack his pet dog in the face. "Why are you hitting that dog?" "Fucking thing just hit my touch disc." And you know what? When Ben Elton proved you could be a stand-up comedian without being funny. Yes. Sponsored by the Labour Party. There he was, right, with all these fucking lefties having a go at me, all Jim Davidson, racist. You know why? Nothing to do with Chalkies, because I didn't do anything for Red Nose Day. I didn't do anything for Africa. When that was going on, I was in the Falklands, I was in Beirut, I was in wherever the British servicemen were. That was what I chose to do. I didn't do Africa. I went for the play. Okay, some people choose to do it. Look at Bob Geldof now. He's put a team together and he's raising money for Ebola. I think that's a fantastic thing for him to do. If I was him, I wouldn't have done that. If I'd have raised £1 million, I'd have looked at my personal life and maybe donated some money to drugs. Well, I don't think it's anything to laugh at, but seriously, he's had a tragic fucking life with people in his family dying of heroin and God knows what. Why didn't he fucking sort that out before he sorts Africa out? Wouldn't that be the thing to do? Is what I'd fucking do. What I do. But everyone has a choice. I just think it's fucking, you know, there's all these people, they have to do it because they're all fucking lefty arseholes. If you look at, what's his name, Bonio, that Irish fucker from YouTube. Every time I clap my hands, someone in Africa dies. Well, stop clapping, you cunt! That was fucking great. The worst thing about being in the Big Brother house was being old and wanting to get to sleep. That was the thing. Oh, I need to go to sleep. Fucking Dappy be jumping all over me, in this sod. And the two girls, there was Louisa and the American bird. What was her name? Jasmine, remember? Drunk as a fucking sack. Tart. Well, I was lying there one night. I'd taken these 2 sleeping tablets. I'd sneaked them in. Right, and these 2 birds, they decided they'd keep me awake by doing a lesbian performance to wind me up. They're sort of kissing and doing all that. Fuck that, as if I've never been in bed with 2 women before, you know? Wouldn't have said that last year, but you know. They're all doing it. Suddenly the light went out, and I thought they'd stop then. I'd get to sleep with the old sleeping pills, get a good 8 hours kick. No. They discovered where they thought was a blind spot for the cameras, which was at the bottom of my bed. They took their duvet and a cover down there, and they went at it, fucking hammer and tongs at the bottom of my bed. The light was out now, wasn't it? I could have a little look. And I remember turning myself onto my stomach, and I wormed my way down, put my feet under the pillow, looked as if I was, you know, I'm all Alcatrazed up. And I'm looking down there like this. And I'm watching these 2 women having a fucking rug munch. Oh. And I thought, should I be doing this? After the year I've had, you know, arrested for sexual assault, all right? Never got charged, but now I'm fucking on live television watching 2 women rug munching. I'm a fucking peeping Tom. It was so exciting. Fuck me, we could have spun me round. Well, I weren't very high off the mattress, but you still propped up a bit. But God came to my rescue. And he came to my rescue because what I saw these women doing put me off. I'm old-fashioned, really, when it comes to sex. I don't know, certain things I can't do. I'll be honest with you. Right? I'll take a chance. I don't like women who shave their Jack and Danny. Baldy ones. I fucking awful. can see all the bits, can't you, like that? It's stuff. It's like a fucking nest of baby hamsters, isn't it? And I hate them landing strips like that. Especially with gingerbirds like you. I bet yours are like fish finger, isn't it? I'm old-fashioned, me. I like a fanny like a stab wound in a gorilla's back. Yeah, like a fucking 7.62 exit wound on a mammoth. Yes, that's me, down there. Yeah, but not these girls. I'm there watching like this, and God sent a message as if to say, do not get involved. One of the girls has pulled the gusset to one side across the jack and Danny. Didn't slide the knickers down with any form of romance or love, just fucking pulled it like this. And as it went across the... Well, I couldn't quite see because my eyes hadn't adjusted to the dark. I could hear it more than anything else, you know. As it went across, I could hear this. I could hear... Lower. Lower. And I saw the baldy one and I went... Oh. 6 months later, I met the sound man in the pub and he said, it was fucking funny like that. He said, because I've got no pictures, I just stare with the earphones on in the dark. And I thought some fucker had let a frog loose. See, because I heard, or. I continued, right? Now the other girl pulled her knickers down. Now we're fucking. She had a fanny like Terry Waite's garden. And I'm watching. Hang on. This didn't get shown on television. Do you want to know what happened next? Yeah. Fucking sleeping tablets started to work. Honestly, talk about the wrong moment. Go like that. Mark you with a moment. And I had the strangest dream. The weirdest dream. Do you believe in dreams?
Believe in dreams.
Do you ever dream of flying? Flying. I'm scared of heights. Who am I talking to tonight? One of my mates from the other night in Burton that's learning how to fly but he's frightened of heights.
Way!
Yeah. Do you ever dream about it when you know, falling out?